have a question. Do you find that younger women have less bodies? Because this is the like flip of it. And I do understand, like, 'cause I'll talk to people, all the time, and I'll say like they like younger women less like the whole red pill. But then the counter argument I hear is like, well, these girls are wild and even more than we ever did. And I do think there's some truth to that. What do you think, like your business is to hook up with girls? Do you think that the younger women are looser than the older women?
I think it depends on what city you are in the world.
Okay.
What type of women you're talking to, because you can meet entirely different types of women in the same city, depending on what venues you go to, what circles you're hanging around. Right? Like if you're doing Daygame, picking up girls in the daytime, you're going to meet women who are extremely conservative, right? Like you can go to a university campus and just go like, talk to girls, right? Or like hang around like places where you're gonna meet, more wholesome women. And then you can go to a nightclub. The girls in the nightclub are definitely more promiscuous than the girls that you meet in the library. Right. And so it depends where you're meeting these types of women, right? So like as a dating coach, I usually recommend my clients, if you want to meet a girlfriend, you go meet her during the day. Go to the park, right? Go walk your dog and like bump into a girl and then just start a conversation. You start dating her, right?
What do you think about church girls? Because the only virgins that girls that I know that waited till they were married to have sex, I've only met in the church. But at the same time, I do think the church makes hoes. So I don't even know I don't know what to think of it.
My family's Catholic. I grew up Catholic, right? And I went to church twice a week for like 15 years straight. Okay. And I would definitely say that, yeah, sure, the church girls are going to be more wholesome, but they're going to be virgins until you're married. And unless you want to wait for that, it's just like, I don't think it's even an ideal dating partner either, unless you truly, truly desire a virgin wife, right? And the other factor is like the guys who you're probably not going to be able to get that girl. She's going to have too much like mental complications for you to even be able to get her, right? You really have to know what you're doing. And like, unless you're going to church to pick up chicks, like it's just, you're not meeting that kind of girl.
Was your ex-girlfriend religious?
She was raised religious, yeah.
Okay. Would you say she's like...
She was raised Jehovah's Witness. Her sister married her first partner and all that stuff. And yeah.
Why didn't you marry her?
That's a great question.
They were
and like, yeah, like, I would never close the door because her and I just had a location thing. Like she just wasn't allowed to be in the country. I couldn't go over there, COVID lockdowns, things like that.
Oh, okay.
Kind of kept us separated and whatnot.
Oh, I know you don't believe in marriage. I forgot. But like,
I mean, I believe in it because it exists. It's not like something I desire.
Yeah.
You know? The actual wedding, yeah, sure, let's have a party. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know, what was the question?
Oh, I asked like, why didn't you marry her?
Yeah, I think it was very short notice to make that decision. Because that would be the only way she'd be in the country is if I marry her. Oh, and it's like, we didn't get to spend enough time together.
Yeah.
But also I think there's an age difference that I think will even out as she gets older. That's why I always say like I'll never rule her out for the future or nothing like that. But we'll see. Wasn't ready for it.
Yeah. Well, I was just because the other thing the red pill will say is like the problem with virgins is they get curious.
It depends. I don't think so. Mine
This is just I've had this in my comment section where like a guy will be dating a virgin, but the problem is if she has too many like hoe friends, like she's nodding.
Yeah, I would definitely attest, not me personally, but I knew someone who was a virgin, and like the group she was in, as all they talked about was this dude they were hooking up with, that dude they were hooking up with. So she felt like she was missing out. And so when she did lose her virginity, she was like, I'm joining the club now. I lost my virginity. Yeah. And it's like, no, if you kept it this long, she kept it up until like, I would say a few years ago, and we're around the same age. And it's like, if you wanted to keep it that long, why did you all of a sudden just, I want to lose it when you could have lost it a long time ago?
No, I think like virgins are the best bet. Like if I had my brother, like I would want him to marry a virgin, but this is just shit I hear in the manosphere. So I was just curious.
Well, so the thing is, that concept of like her girlfriends talking about hooking up all these guys, that's gonna happen anyway, virgin or not virgin, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I mean, I've honestly been with a lot of virgin women, and you'd be shocked how even promiscuous the virgin women are, right? Because
are you sure they're virgins?
Yeah, so I had an
Are you sure
experience.
they're?
Are you really sure?
Are there
This might
virgin
be a little
versions?
bit personal and like a little bit like out there, but so early this year, after I broke up with that girlfriend who had been with like 50, 100 guys, I was like,
Yeah,
no
you
more
had to let
girlfriends.
that one go.
No, like no more girlfriends. Absolutely not. I'm just gonna fucking. I essentially wanted to have a harem, and over 3-4 months, I had like 7 different women I was dating. All of them were bisexual, and they all knew about each other. We're all like kind of like a friend group, and it was really interesting. It became this like weird like ecosystem of like a kind of like a circle where like it was non-monogamous, where I didn't care if they date other guys, just no boyfriends, but the ones that are like I'm like more serious with, the ones who I kind of more consider my girlfriend, like they were monogamous to me. So I had like 2, maybe 3 girls who were like it was kind of polygamy, where they're just seeing me, but you know, I see other girls, but they're all friends. Right. It was interesting, and so there was one night where
Justin's a wild man.
I was having a threesome with 2 of them, and one of them was a virgin. She was a friend. Like we never hooked up. I never even considered like hooking up, and she just joined. She wanted to just kind of join
virginity?
in. Yeah, so she lost virginity in a foursome. And I'm trying to understand. I've been trying to understand the dynamic since that night, because me and this girl didn't really talk much. She would come to my parties, sit at my table. I'll kind of just ignore her. Like we didn't really have much of a relationship other than the fact that her friends were out with me. But it's just like when you're in that kind of social dynamic where I'm the cool party guy. We're doing the club stuff every single weekend, Friday, Saturday night. And we always end up back at my house. She sees me with different girls. It's like she automatically is going to categorize me as this, high value guy she potentially wouldn't want to hook up with. And I'm not even thinking about that. I'm not thinking like I got to hook up with these girls. I'm just thinking like, I don't want a girlfriend. I'm going to hook up with lots of girls. I want to be around people that are not judging me. And I didn't want to feel like judged or shamed for wanting to hook up with lots of girls, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's why I was specifically only dating bisexual girls, and even letting them be open, like do whatever they want as long as, they come back to me. And then the girls were like kind of like my girlfriends, obviously we just see each other exclusively. And what was really interesting is how this girl was just instantly sees me with 2 other girrs, instantly down, just lose her virginity, be experimental. And then the next time we're hanging out, because you were with me, he was visiting Toronto at the end of June, and we're all hanging out, and she kept talking about how hot Luis is. And so now we hooked up, and now she's like, she wants to go through her hoe phase, and she wants to like hook up with lots of guys. And so Luis didn't even want to hook up with her, but then so she went from like wanting to hook up with me to Luis to like another dude who's just some dorky nerd that she perceived to have value just because he's hanging out with us. But I mean, that guy was a total nerd, right? And I just thought it was really interesting how there's a lot of virgin women who will lose virginity and just go complete other end of the spectrum and completely like want to be degenerate, party, hot girl summer. It took them a while to be ready, and now they just want to hook up with guys.
It's like Pandora's box.
Yeah, exactly. It's open, and now I haven't even talked to her since that weekend actually that you were in Toronto.
I have so many questions for you.
Sure.
How was that having like your own, I guess you could say, ecosystem with those women?
Stressful.
Really?
I started breaking out at couples because like it's crazy. Whereas it's almost like dating a bunch of girls at the same time. If one girl's upset, they all get upset. Oh. So you kind of got to like keep the peace among all of them. Jesus. And like making sure everyone has a place to sleep. So I live in a 2-bedroom penthouse, but again, it's like downtown Toronto, real estate's expensive. There's not a place for everyone to sleep, right? So there's like 2 or 3 girls in the bed, 2 girls on the couch, 1 girl on like the little chair. Sometimes I'd have a girl sleep on my balcony. I had 2 girls sleeping in their car in the parking garage. It was, and I remember you were in Toronto visiting me that weekend. And like we wake up, there's just like 7 girls slept over that night. And it was just like, I almost felt like I was like a dad, like taking care of people to like make sure everyone's fed after the club, get like party pizzas and stuff like that. And I decided that I came from a very traditional family. My parents are still married after 30 years, right? And like deep down, no matter like how many breakups I've gone through, I've been in love 9 times, okay?
Wow.
So I even, after that relationship dynamic with all these women, I decided it wasn't worth the stress because I stopped my business at the time. I just wasn't working. I was just dating, right? Because it takes up so much time and energy and resources and like mental energy, and it's stressful. So I decided I'd rather have just one girlfriend than all these girls.
How old are you again?
27.
You've lived
it's
lot
definitely
of life.
interesting.
Lot
Definitely
of
interesting.
Is it because of the industry you're in? Do you have more I want to say time to date them, like more than
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, because this is my life. It's
I was
like
just thinking 9 times.
dating is a tax write-off and market research for me. So it's like it's just an excuse.
If that was a tax write-off for me, I'd go on dates all the
No,
time.
seriously, like
Wow.
alcohol, wine, like it's. I'm not making this up because I mean I can, as long as I can justify. Yeah, then it's like it's not a waste of time, right? Because I'm always learning, and I've been doing this for 10 years. And like when I say dating, I use the term very loosely. I'm talking about like partying, hooking with girls, having fun. But I also I don't drink alcohol, so that way I'm always remembering everything, and I'm like always in control, and it's always like a learning experience, right? Because I also don't want to go down the degenerate route of just hooking up all the time. So there's even like times where I go like kind of relatively celibate, or like try to like abstain from just like hookup culture, because I also don't think that's healthy. It becomes like a addiction of like emotional validation.
Yeah. Wow. How many women did you have at once in your ecosystem?
It's kind of hard to quantify that, because what does that mean, right? So I would say like about if I'm looking like very loosely, about a dozen. That's girls I'm not sleeping with yet, or girls I'm like I just hooked up with once and they still come out with me. But I remember there was a party I had. Again, it's the same weekend you're in Toronto, where I looked at my because every week I get paid by clubs to show up and have pretty girls around me. And I counted 9 or 10 girls in the same room that I've had sex with. Right. And it's very common. I'll go out and I'll be in a room and there's like 5 to 10 girls in one room that I've hooked up with, even like a couple weekends ago.
Do you guys ever like hook up with the same girls? No.
Me and Luis, not typically.
No. Do you have different types?
I like good girls.
I've
I've also kind of like exited my way out of the hookup culture.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit older than Justin. I'm 34 now, so I kind of feel like I've been there, done that. And not that I would be opposed to it if it was like someone I really was interested in, but really, like I've said this to Justin, I say this to some of his students when I talk to them, because a lot of them come up to me privately and they'll talk to me about things. And I'll say, you know, man, when I'm with a girl, even if she's pretty, it's like nothing changes. If we have like some one night stand, I don't wake up tomorrow and nothing's changed. So if we have sex, nothing's changed. If we don't have sex, nothing's changed. So I genuinely enjoy getting to know a girl or learning about her and seeing what kind of girl she is. And like, I also feel that, you know, I don't want to attract certain energies into my life. So I get to sit there and actually qualify and make sure that there's a girl I'd want to spend time with or be with or be in a relationship with.
Qualify. It's like a sales term.
Yeah, I want to qualify. Yeah, because I ask questions. I'm learning about her behavior. I'm learning what does she at clubs every weekend. What is she doing? And then I'm like, okay, Luis, like, is this someone you want to spend time with? Especially since I've raised a lot of my other end of my back end of my who I am as a person. I have to be more cautious of the decisions I make and the partners I select, because there's a lot more to risk now. When I was younger, I was a degenerate and like whatever.
So, and you said you just retired, right? Have you retired? Is that from like the YouTube channel, the How to Catch a Cheater?
Just in general. Everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I meant like, was that your main career, the How to Catch a Cheater?
No, I started to catch a cheater like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Oh, shit.
I started a kids channel and I was doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was just asking how you were able to retire at 35. Like what,
34, but
34, sorry.
Don't age him.
Like I'll probably get back to work because what else am I going to do?
Yeah.
And I'm happiest when I'm following my purpose. But right now, I think I'm enjoying just mental clarity of having no responsibility, having no, you know, like every time I'd even try to vacation, I'm working.
Yeah.
I'd always have work on my mind. If I wasn't working physically, I'm working in my mind.
But what is work? That's what I'm asking. Is it YouTube?
Just everything. I buy, so YouTube leads to residuals, sponsors, but then I save all my money. You know, I drive a Ford Fusion. I'm not like, I only like 2 months ago I bought these jewelry, but I'm like, I'm really not materialistic at all.
Okay, so
like
YouTube.
At all. I buy properties. I got 4 rentals.
Oh, okay.
You know, I Airbnb them all out, so that even that's an additional income.
Right.
I have my expenses low. I have 0 debt whatsoever, like not even close.
Right.
And then I have a lot of money saved still on top of that. So I'm hoping a recession happens. I buy even more property and kick some families out of their house.
Yeah.
You kids out. It's mine.
No, my parents do Airbnb, so I'm familiar. That's a good business. I just wasn't sure if like YouTube was your main thing or if there was something
It was
else.
like 95% of my income.
And it wasn't the How to Catch a Cheater?
That was To Catch a Cheater first, but then from there I moved over to Life Lessons with Luis.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. But before that, it was the properties?
Before that,
sales?
I actually had Airbnbs.
Okay.
I actually ran a course also on Udemy teaching how to do Airbnb.
Got it.
Before that, I had a
Okay.
gift card business. Before that, I was doing network marketing for 5 years. I've never had like a job outside of working for my dad when I was in middle school. I had to go pour concrete with him. But
Gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Justin Marc, international dating coach, relationship expert, and VIP lifestyle development coach. I've been teaching dating, soul skills, and day game for 10 years in 50 plus countries, 6 continents, to thousands of guys in person just like you. And I love teaching guys this stuff. So if you like this video, please make sure to do me a favor and leave a thumbs up on this video. I really do appreciate that. Now, if you want to follow me more closely, you can go ahead and follow me on my new Instagram, DrunkJustin2, and watch my daily Instagram stories where I'm always partying with hot girls, doing exclusive events, crazy shit on my daily Instagram stories. Make sure to follow me there. You can see me traveling around the world in real time, doing amazing things, and teaching guys like you in person every day on my Instagram. And you can message me on my Instagram as well. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram and message me there. And if you want to actually call me, you can call me at justinmarc.com. We'll do free consultation calls. You can actually call me and we'll do a free discovery call where we can get you on the right action plan to change your dating life and your social life at justinmarc.com. And if you guys want to dig deeper and watch more of our more exclusive content, go to wingmanpodcast.com and watch our Wingman podcast on Spotify, Apple, and all platforms. And we'll see you guys very soon in a new video. My name is Justin Marc, and I'll talk to you very soon. Peace out.